Welcome to the video. The gang is all here. We're going to go through a little bit of jewelry. While everybody was paying over $400 for a tangled lot, Aunt Barry got one from the same city, $14.99 for the bid, $16.49 shipping, no handling. It was over 6 pounds. It's very heavy. I don't have a scale, like a postal scale, but my guess is it's way over 6 pounds. But anyway, it was billed. Here, let's look at it in the box. Billed as vintage statement necklaces. So because of the price, vintage to modern statement. Anyway, probably not going to be any gold or silver, but because of the price, the vintage, I said let's try it. Let's try it. Price was right, so I like vintage. Most of us like vintage. What is this? It's like a watch band. So I just grabbed a handful. We'll have to finish the rest another time because in a little bit I've got to get ready to go to the event. Oh, that I do not want to go to, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm not staying long. So Spidell, USA, watch bands, enrich your watch. Very vintagey looking, isn't it? It's the world's finest watch bands. Multi something or another. Instructions inside. Champion, Jacoby Bender Incorporated. The world over, the world's finest watch bands. And we do have some rust on it, but that's definitely vintage. It's rust on the holder. JB. Well, that's an interesting piece. I'm not taking it out of the box. I don't think it's gold filled. I think they would have said. This doesn't seem to match the top, so I don't know what that is. That's just, they married that. That's not, it's not Spidell, it's JB. Jacoby Bender, New York. I'll have to look that one, or y'all can look it up and let me know. There's a vintage butterfly, and I don't see a mark. Very cool 60s, 70s looking belt buckle. Gonna have several of these faux pearl things. This one has a hang tag of 1925, so it's vintage style, but not vintage, is what I would say. Plastic. This is pretty, and it has a mark there, probably the maker's mark. Is that Avon? Avon. Some pretty It's like a white tulip hat pin type. This is a pendant. Some enamel on there. It's pretty. Christmas heavy. It's like porcelain or something. There it is. It's pretty. And we have some kind of magnet in here. We may have, no, I don't know if this is going to be anything here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I couldn't combine shipping because there was nothing else to purchase that Aunt Barry could get. So I didn't pay right away. I waited 2 or 3 days hoping something would come up, and there was something, but it was like 5 days away, and I'm like, I don't want to risk that. So I don't know what's going on here, but this is like a sweater or something. Yeah, I'm sure they put this in the picture, but this does not go together, this case. This is a costume with some black beads. No markings. And then this is black and white. Scuffed, some scuffs on that paint. Christian Dior. Well, that's nice. Let's see if we get the other one. Don't know if we'll get the other one. It's not missing any rhinestones. I would like to get the other one of those. Yeah, we really would like that other one. That's probably not going to happen. Mirror on both sides. Made in Japan. These are going to be like possibly some stones. Yeah, there are some stones in this. I'm just not sure. That's like abalone, I believe. And the white is abalone or mother of pearl, so that's shell. And the blue, I'm not sure. It's not lapis or anything like that. May not even be a stone, the blue. Here's a pretty pendant. This is a pretty green tone, plastic, green and white swirl with black. I don't think there's a mark. Nope. It's pretty though. This could be a gold filled right here, but it's not going to be marked Helen. So I could probably sell that on Etsy. I don't think it's going to be marked. And I don't know how old it is. It's very lightweight. Because they're making them now. That was interesting. Here's a gold tone locket. Maybe not. Maybe not a locket. It's not opening up. I don't see any marks. There we have a tangle lot. Not really, just getting a few tangles in there. There's an H. Wow, didn't expect that blue there. Now that is a statement necklace there. There is no maker's mark. That's kind of interesting. Don't know if that's a vintage clasp or they just want it to look vintage. Don't see any marks on it. There we go. It's plastic. So lots of faux pearls. Barrel clasp. 1925 or whatever. Vintage look. This one's pretty. It is, well, it has this. That just ruined it for me, but I think we can take that off. But it is pretty. Look at that. That's pretty. Very large type of necklace. Here's another. So the Brady Bunch over there got a metal detector too. You know, they've seen me on my property with one. I have an old homestead on the extra lot, and I have dug up quite a few things. This looks vintage to me. And all of a sudden I see her out there today with hers. And they may be looking for like the survey stakes. You know, people when they survey the property will put in a metal stake and then they'll tell you, well, all you gotta do is get a metal detector and you can find it again. Well, there's a lot of other metal in the ground. This is just really beat up, unfortunately. And so she was out there a lot, and they've been doing all kinds of upgrades on the paint and making sure everything's top notch. So I think they may be selling the house. I think they're sick of this one neighbor, but my friend that lives with me does not think they are. This is a pretty brooch, but there's no marking. But it's actually very pretty. That's just a black tone on top of some gold tone. That's a pretty brooch. And so, I don't know, you know, they do have a pool. Both their kids are gone now. They may want to just get away from the pool, but I think the lady really likes the pool back there. Or maybe they're moving. But my friend says no, they're not. They're just doing what they always do, which is you know, keeping the place up. But they get on these tall ladders. I'm talking to the top of the gable on the side. And she's been climbing it with her little paintbrush, and they've been doing like, I want to say spackle, but I don't know that's what it is. Like they've been like going up there with something and smoothing things out. Well, it's pretty, but it needs something right there. And so that kind of work I would pay people to do, because it's not worth falling and breaking your hip and your life changes forever. It's just not. And that they're not poor, so they just they get satisfaction out of like doing everything themselves. But you know, I'm just not one of those people. I'm not gonna let other people that have skills and whatever to do stuff like that. I think this says Napier. Napier, but it's got to, oh, is it going to clasp like that? So it's not broken. Here we have a little vintage, officially somewhat vintage Napier. Boy, there's just a lot of these faux pearls. Let's see what. I think this one probably says Japan. Yeah. These are pretty. They're pink, and they have this decorative part here. Now I want to know if we have that other Christian Dior Monet. So we've got a Monet and a Napier. Let's see how there's no more. They're pulling out all of the good stuff. So I have no idea what this, you know, why there's a frame in there or what this is. It's a grab bag lot, so whatever. Let me see if there's something in here. It's just, what is this? I think it just goes on a shoe clip. Probably don't have the other one, but we may. I don't know. Let's just look in here and see if we can't. Are those? I'm looking for the Christian Dior. Some decent brooches in here. That's pretty. That looks older, doesn't it? I'm not sure on Etsy. I know new people are making these. Like you can get your name made out of the gold-filled wire. Those two are decent. Here's something. Don't know what this is. It says hand carved and colored by Burcraft, Huntington, Indiana. So it's pretty. Yellow rose, you put something right there. Not gonna complain about that. That's a little broken thing. A spade brooch. It's kind of neat. I didn't see the Christian Dior right off the bat, so Napier, there's another Napier. That's what it looks like. That's pretty. It's actually very pretty. And there it says it there. Probably patent number. So that's very nice. And here's a clamp bracelet. Doesn't say anything. That looks sterling to me, and it's an earring, and it's tangled up, and it may be broken. Does it say anything? Well, I guess not. So this is magnetic, and it's like that. Little earring. So here's the club. Some sequins. It's kind of cute. Trash. Makeup brush. These are not missing a stone. That's the design. No mark. Well, there's a pair there. So that's a pair. And then this tangled stuff, there's the clasp. It's going to be gold and silver tone, long, and it may be broken or not. No, I don't think it is broken. This is pretty. But it's not real. I think it does have jasper on it. It's like got some leaves, and it's got, I believe, some little jasper beads. I think we had this over there. Here's another pair, so that's encouraging. Don't you wish that was marked, but it's not. And it's a big gold. It's not, it's in good condition. Quite interesting. Here's a couple stick pins. This one is a G. I don't think it's going to be gold. And this one is a butterfly. And you've got your Mickey watch. Disney. We got a pair of these. These are unusual. Clip on. Here's a pretty brooch. Very, very pretty. Is that a locket? That's a locket, maybe. It's got a hinge on there. I do not think it's precious metal, but it's pretty. It's cold like glass, lemon yellow, and they have a mark, Trifari. Oh, that's nice. We like that. I'm still looking. Here's, well, one of them's okay and the other one's broken. I do not see the Christian Dior in here. That's pretty. Pretty leaf brooch. Here's these that I had pulled out. I believe they're plastic. Here's this one, the match. So maybe Christian will show up at some point. Don't know. It's a pretty earring there. Here's an earring for that, to make it a, whatever you call it, set. But I don't know if we have the match to that earring. This says I have no idea what it says. Casual corner. Casual corner. Here's the other one to make it a match. So that's pretty cool. And I'm running out of time, so I'm going to have to stop unless it's in here. This is a box full of really pretty things. Pretty brooch. Couple pretty earrings there. It's a pretty cloisonne. Very pretty. Clip-ons. I'm glad they put them in a box. It says patent pending. So these are some really nice vintage. Look at that. It's pretty. Well made. That one's beautiful. Very well made. I don't see a name. Heavy. Some nice vintage there. Fall colors. This looks like a pair here. We'll finish the box. Here's this one, a pair. I mean, it would look like the Christian Dior is the only one unpaired. I'm still looking for some silver and gold, and these people ain't giving it up anymore. So, for me, it's just not that much fun when there's no chance of silver and gold. P-E-L-L. That's a pretty earring. Feels like glass. It was on the inside of something, and it's very pretty. Here's a match, so that's nice. Those are actually very nice. Nice. Here's the pale match. Those are just pretty. Here they are. I don't think they're missing anything. This is cute. Look at that. 2 Scotty dogs. I think they're called Scotty dogs. I guess this is a match. The 2 gold tone hoops. Where's the... Oh my. Is this it? Is this it? Yep. Now where's the other one? Hold on. I just have to make sure. Oh my gosh. What did I do with it? I probably set it off to the side so it wouldn't get mixed up. I gotta put the box down. Hopefully y'all will be patient. I know y'all will. What do I mean hopefully? Y'all are so awesome. I don't know, but I've got this in my hand and it came out of the box. So I'm looking for the other one. What did I do? Cover it up like a dummy? Okay, I don't know what I did with it at the moment, so I'm going to find it. I'm gonna find it. Surely I didn't just bury it under everything. I would have thought I would have set it over here out of the way. Hey gang, can y'all help me find the Christian Dior? Huh? There's the gold fill, probably Billy Bob. Okay, I'm gonna get organized here. We will find it. We will. Here's the one. That's the one that came out of the box, I'm pretty sure. I have no idea what that would be worth or whatever. But in lieu of gold or silver, we got vintage here. There it is. It was up underneath this other junk jewels box. So, obviously, I'm gonna set this here and we'll go through the rest of these later, I think. Let's see if they have anything wrong with them. If anybody wants to look them up, that would be nice. That's what that one looks like. They're both marked. They're not gold or anything. Gold tone. And it looks, let's see if they have everything they need. It looks like that one's pretty good. And I think the other one might be pretty good. So we're going to make this a two-parter. And they're in really good condition. This one doesn't have the little, like this one has this plastic or rubber thing on the back, but that's no big deal. And they clamp very well. So there's both of those. When we come back, we'll go a little slower and we'll look a little better. That's a pretty one. Don't know if it has a match. We'll finish the stuff at the bottom of the box. No silver or gold tone, unless these were just gold filled for Helen, probably, and Anne. They're very nice. And we'll see y'all in a little while with the rest of it. But we looked at the bulk of it already. Oh, y'all have a good night.